Wahid Najand is one of the most famous MMA fighters in Afghanistan. But it has come at a cost. Phone calls threatening his life and his gym have been constant for at least the past year. Najand kept training even as the Taliban approached Kabul in mid-summer. He is the reigning welterweight champion of Afghanistan's premier MMA organization called the Snow Leopard Fighting Championship. We first met him in July, and he couldn't even go for a run without being recognized by fans. Now, with the Taliban in control of the country, many athletes are worried about what it will mean for their sport and their safety. The extremist group has banned or heavily restricted many sports in the past. Since the US first announced it would withdraw from Afghanistan, targeted killings of journalists, activists, and religious minorities have been on the rise. And now there's fear that athletes could be next.
یعنی مشورتی که من دارم فکر کنم یا 100 تا اگه خوشبین دارم 200 تا دیگه مخالف دارم که مرا بد میبرن.
Mixed martial arts has had a growing fan base in Afghanistan since the championship started in 2015. In Kabul alone, there are now 120 gyms that cater to MMA hopefuls.
خون خلاو میشن باز آخر از او بسیار خوشی داره.
At least 50 matches air on Afghan TV every year.
Round one.
Najand won one of Afghanistan's largest fights last December, broadcast by Tolo TV. He beat another popular fighter, Zaki Rasuli. Zaki has also been receiving threats since his MMA career took off. And he worries things could get worse.
با نفرای عادی جامعه کسایی که گزارشگرای رسانه هستن ورزشکارا هستن حتی شاید کلاب هم بند شود چون ما خودم روی شورت تمرین میکنیم از این خاطر باید فکر نکنم که طالبایی که امروزه میآید اینجا بس جانتون فوت کنن و دخترها خیلی رفتن نمیتونه کلاب دیگه مشکلات بسیار زیاد آدم روبرو میشه.
Zaki was too young to remember it, but he is well aware of the 5 years of oppressive Taliban rule between 1996 and 2001. Men were required to grow beards. Women had to completely cover in public and were banned from schools and workplaces. All forms of entertainment, including TV, were banned. Zaki says things got slightly better when the US Army came, but there's always been conflict.
خلاصا ما هیچ وقت روز خوبی ندیدیم در افغانستان. مشکل امنیتی است، مشکل تهدیدات است. از این خاطر آدم نمیتونه به درستی پیش کنه.
He avoids training in big gyms, so he's not easily recognized.
کار بکنم در محل کار. دیگه متاسفانه به شهر بازار زیاد نمیگردم.
Despite their fame, fighters here earn just a few $100s for each event.
ایت میگیریمش خوب است. فکرت است. حالا تو 200 300 تو پیسه میگی. امور با میامید میشه پاس. هیچ نداده.
In comparison, the lower tier UFC fighters can make at least $10,000 per fight, and champions with large fan bases can make millions. Both Najand and Zaki have a growing social media presence, sharing workout routines and making some money from sponsoring local products like this energy drink. But none of them have landed major sponsorships. Najand makes most of his money from his gym that sits on the edge of Kabul. This past summer, he had about 25 students. Some paid about $5 per month, but he didn't charge students who couldn't afford it. He closed the gym on the day the Taliban took over the capital. But even before that, when we met him, he was always on high alert.
یک دقیقه تمرین بوکس خود تمرین میکنیم، یک دقیقه دون دروازه سیل می باشیم که خدای ناخواسته حالا کدام تا داخل نشه.
Like most fighters, when Najand would compete abroad, he had to pay for his own trips, which can cost up to $5,000. International travel is on hold for now, but it was tough even before the Taliban came into power.
در ویزا هم مشکل داریم. حالا من مسابقه من قرار بود که در این وقتای نزدیک ما برام با مسابقه اشتراک داشته باشم.
Zaki says misconceptions and prejudice also get in their way.
خارجی ما سفر میکنیم، هر ورزشکار ما سفر میکنیم دست کم گرفته میشه. امو یک کم تمرینی در ازبکستان بود تمرین میکردم، در اونجا یک نفر آمد مرا میگفت که گفت افغانستان هستی؟ از افغانستان گفتم ما. گفت طالبان killing people. من گفتم مرا بسیار زورم داد، در کلاب بودم گفتم دستکشا را بپوشم خوبی یک کلاب کنم. باز من تیر خود آوردم، من چیزش نگفتم، حالا نگه که شما واقعا هم یک آدم هستین.
While both fighters worry about the future, they hope that MMA can bring people together, even just for small moments.
ورزش داره مشورت مثبت است، نه تنها هر کسی را خوب می‌بینم، طالبان شاید این خوب ببینه به نظر من. اینجا که ورزش نمایش تنفس کنیم، اینجا به یادش میباشم در هر جا که باشم.
Outside of the arena, both men wish for peace more than anything else.
یک صلح سرتاسری به که تمام اقشار جامعه آرام صلح زندگی کنند.